Hey, welcome. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I am finally getting around to doing another Shop My Stash video. Now, I feel like every single time I do a Shop My Stash video, I'm like, all right, I'm doing this every 2 weeks. Like the next time, it's gonna be faster. There's gonna be such better turnaround. I'm gonna be switching these products out all the time. And then it doesn't happen. So I'm sorry. But today we are finally getting around to it. So if you want to see my selection of shopping my stash, just stick around. So I'm going to start with primers and setting sprays. I know my vanity is a little unorganized, which is why I have my primers and setting sprays in a makeup bag, because I just don't know a better way to organize it. And I'd like to work on it, but haven't had a chance. So for right now, I've got them in this makeup bag. I like to keep my primer selection pretty simple. I'll just go with two. I'm gonna go with the No Problem Prime Essence. This is a really nice, light, pore-filling primer, but it's not like silicone-y, it's like watery, and this is really nice. I'm gonna go with that. And I'm also going to use the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, and this is the blurring formula. This is really great. I haven't used it a ton, but I do really like it. So I'm going to stick with those for primers. For setting sprays, I'm going to bring back my fave. I put it away last time because I just needed to use something else, but this is from Smashbox. It's the Photo Finish Primer Water. This is from a limited edition collection. It's in Clary Sage and Tea scent, but I'm going to use this, and I think I'm going to bring this one back in as well. It's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. So I'm going to have these two setting sprays and the two primers. Let's move on to foundations. All of my foundations and concealers are in this bin here. For foundation, I'm going to bring in the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. This is a super light coverage, like not even like BB cream. It's called a skin tint, and that's pretty much exactly what it is. There's not much coverage to this, but I do really like it for like a basic look. Also going to bring back a favorite that I haven't used in a while. It's the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. This is just like the original one. They have a luminizing one and a mattifying one, but this is just the regular. This is my second time owning this, and I just want to use this. Also, I just noticed it says expires 6/2020. Okay, so I'm definitely going to use that. I'm also going to bring in another Bare Minerals foundation. This is the Blemish Remedy foundation. It's just like a loose powder foundation, but it's supposed to help with like your acne-prone skin. I don't really notice a difference in that, but it's a nice color, and I feel like it has a little bit more coverage than the mattifying formula. And so I'm going to bring this in, and that will do it for foundations. For concealer, since I am bringing in the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint, I'm also going to bring in the Glossier Stretch Concealer. This is a wonderful concealer, and so I'm going to bring that in, along with the Pretty Vulgar Undercover Concealer. This is one that's a little bit dark for my skin tone, like in the winter, so I'm hoping now I can get some use out of it. I did use it the other day, and it was alright, tone-wise. And then I just gotta use this. This is like become my new favorite. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. This is so great, so I'm going to have this in as well for more of like a full coverage concealer. For setting powders, I just picked this up the other day. This is the CoverGirl True Blend pressed powder. It's like a translucent powder, but it is pretty light. It's for like fair to light skin tones. And I feel like I had heard good things about this, and so I've been using this for about the last week or so, and I do really like it, and so I'm going to keep this one in rotation, as well as the Glossier Wowder Powder. Since I'm bringing in the rest of the Glossier products, I might as well bring this one in too. This is one of my all-time favorite powders, and I am almost out of it, so I will probably finish it up this round of shopping my stash. I am going to pick out a few face palettes. I know for sure I want to bring this in. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Chisel Palette. I haven't used this in a while, but this used to be one of my favorites, and I just want to get some more use out of it because it's been a while since I've used it. I also want to bring this palette in. This is the Laura Geller Face, Eyes, and Cheeks palette. These are all baked products. I don't really use the eyeshadows at all, but the face products in here are beautiful. And I haven't used this in a while, so I'm going to use this. And then I think I'm going to forego any other like face palette. Actually, no, I am bringing this one in. That's a lie. This is the Wander Beauty Trip for Two Blush and Bronzer Duo. I kind of rediscovered this in a BoxyCharm video recently, and I was like, why am I not using this? It's so beautiful. And so we've got a bronzer and a blush in here, and these are just the most like beautifully stunning cheek products. And so I'm going to put these ones in the rotation, and then I think that will do it for like palette-y type things, but I do have some other single colors I'm going to pull out in just a second. So again, this is a little bit of a mess, but these are all of my single cheek products, so blush, bronzer, highlights, as well as like eyebrow products, mascaras, anything like that. So we're going to stick with the cheek side for right now. I'm going to pull out a few things that I'm wanting to use. I'm just going to add one additional bronzer to the rotation since I have those other like face palettes. This is from e.l.f. Again, I just picked this up like a week and a half ago maybe. It's one of the primer infused blushes. It's in the shade Forever Sun-Kissed. It is a matte bronzer. I feel like it's not super like mattifying, but it does look really nice on the skin. I think the color is really nice for my skin tone. So I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna add two powder blushes. This first one is from Ciate. This is the Marbled Light blush in the shade Halo. And I got this in BoxyCharm a few months ago. Well, I guess this was probably like November, December, so it's been a while, I guess. It still seems new, but it's like a really nice mauve-y pink color. I love these kind of colors, and I kind of found this in my collection again the other day. I was like, why have I not been using this? I love this. So I'm going to pull this in. This will be the other blush. This is from Essence. It's the Satin Touch blush, and this one's in the shade Satin Coral. I was really into coral for a while, and then I kind of went away from it, or like peachy shades. I went away from it on my cheeks, but I'm kind of bringing it back in recently. I don't know if it's like my hair that's pulling me back to these like peachy colors. Oh my god, that just broke. That totally just broke. Ugh. That's Essence products like this. I always have an issue with the package breaking. So I'm gonna use this and try and get some use before I get annoyed with the package. I'm actually gonna bring in two cream products. The first one, again, since I'm bringing in all the other Glossier products, I'm gonna bring in the Glossier Cloud Paint. This one's in the shade Dusk. It's a really nice, like, neutral, kind of deep pink color. Really nice, love it. So I'm gonna bring that in, as well as a highlighter. This is from Tarte. It's the Tarteist Pro Glow. It's a liquid highlighter, and it's in the shade Exposed. It is a nice, kind of like champagne color highlight. So I'm going to use that. I haven't had a ton of use with this, honestly, so I'd like to give it a shot. I'm also going to bring in two highlights in addition to the cream and in addition to the palettes I have. This is a highlighter I've been trying to finish for so long. This is from Urban Decay. It's in the shade Sin. It is the most beautiful highlight. It's super pretty, so I'm going to use that, as well as this one because I haven't used it in a while and it is probably my favorite highlighter. It's from Pretty Vulgar. It's one of the Shimmering Swan highlighters. It's in the shade Glow Up, and it's just this like really pretty peachy highlighter color. Super stunning, so I'm going to use that. And then I think that'll do it for cheek products. And since we're here and I have all these eyebrow products up here, I am going to, or eye products, I guess, I'm going to pick out a few eye things and then I'll share them with you. So I do try to keep my eye products on like a more minimal side when I'm doing a Shop My Stash. So I'm going to do two brow products. The first one is from Anastasia. It's the Brow Wiz. It's in the shade Taupe. This is, I mean, everyone loves this. I'm kind of growing to love it, and so I'm going to use that, as well as this one from Billion Dollar Brows. You can't even like read any of the packaging on here anymore. But this is their universal brow pencil. You've got like a little bit of a chubbier tip on this end, and I kind of enjoy that. And then you've got a spoolie on the other end, and so that one, those will be my two brow products for this period. Well, and I've got some brow gels, obviously. But I'm gonna bring in the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel. I have it in the shade Blonde. This is honestly one of my favorite brow products and I just kind of forget about it, but it's like the best tinted brow gel. It's super similar to the Glossier Boy Brow. It just holds your brows in place really well, but doesn't make them feel like super stiff. And so I love this one. I'm gonna bring that one in. But I am gonna bring in this Anastasia Dip Brow, or what is this? It's like the Dip Brow Gel. So this is like almost a pomade kind of feel, very tinted like brow gel. And I have it in the shade Taupe. It's really easy to work with. It seems kind of intimidating because it's pretty tinted, and it just like puts a lot of product onto your brows. So I was a little scared of it at first, but it is definitely one of my favorite products. I'm going to use one eyeshadow primer during this period. It's from Milani. It's the eyeshadow primer. It's pretty standard. This is my first time having this product, and I just got it a few weeks ago, and so far I really, really like it. I'm also going to bring in one eyeliner. This is from Hank and Henry, and it's the Slick With It Blickety Black liquid eyeliner. I don't honestly use a ton of eyeliner these days, and this is the only like liquid liner I have, and so I'm going to bring this in just in case if I want to use it. And then to finish off the eyes, I'm going to bring in two mascaras. First one is my current drugstore favorite. This is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara. It is so great. I highly recommend this mascara. It adds volume, it adds length, it keeps your lashes curled. It looks great throughout the day. It wears really well. And then this one I'm adding because I just need to finish it off. This is the Tarte Big Ego Mascara. I feel like it's almost gone. It's probably just going to be like a few uses until it's gone. But this one's okay. It's nice. But I do get like some flaking or like transferring that happens, which isn't my favorite, but it's okay. Moving on to eyeshadow palettes, I have a feel of like what I'm wanting to use for eyeshadows this period because it's stuff that I've been like into as far as like colors. I am going to bring this palette in. This is from Profusion. It's the Sienna's palette. I have not used this in so long, but the quality on this is great. The colors are super summery, and so I'm going to use that. I'm also going to keep in the Natasha Denona Cranberry palette. This has been kind of like one of my go-tos recently, so I'm going to keep this one in. Definitely going to bring in the California Love palette from ColourPop. This one, again, really pretty. Definitely kind of the shades I'm reaching for right now. I'm really enjoying the like yellowy orange tones, which I had kind of stopped using for a while because I just wasn't interested. I was kind of over it. But now I think it's got to be the hair. I'm just like back into these kind of colors. So I'm going to bring this in. I have not used this palette in a while either. This is from Alamar Cosmetics, the Reina del Caribe palette. And these are just like so pretty in here, and I haven't used this in such a long time. I love this shade, and so I'm going to bring this one in. I think I might bring this in too. This is the Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series palette, and it is kind of just like essential. Like there's just like some basic colors in here, but these kind of colors are like the colors I've been reaching for. So I'm going to bring this in, and I think that'll be it. So for lips, I've actually been kind of interested in liquid lipstick recently. I've been wearing it more than I had before. So I am going to pick out a few liquid lipstick colors. All right, I think I picked everything I want. I am going to have one lip liner this time. I don't think I had a lip liner during my last Shop My Stash, and I kind of missed it. So this is from Steve Laurent, and it's in the shade Chic. It's just a really nice everyday lip liner. It goes with lots of different things, so I'm going to use that. And then for liquid lipstick, I'm just going to bring in two. The first one is kind of one of my go-tos. This is from Dose of Colors. It's in the shade Nude Mood. It's such a great everyday liquid lipstick color, so I'm going to bring that in, as well as I haven't used this for a while. This is from Tarte. It's the Tarteist Lip Paint, and it's in the shade Salty. This is kind of like a really nude color. Like it's almost like lighter than my lip color, and so I haven't used this in a while, and I honestly don't even remember what it's like on the lips, so I just want to use this again. I do have a few like... Oh, actually, this is also a liquid lipstick. Well, kind of. It's an interesting formula. This is from NYX. It's called the Slip Tease. I don't think they make these anymore, but it's like such a strange formula. It's like a liquid lipstick mixed with like a lip oil. It's super interesting, but I really like it. I have it in the shade I woke up like this. It's a kind of nice mauve-y color. And then for a lipstick, this is an older favorite that I haven't used in a while. It's from L'Oreal. My sister bought this for me. I didn't buy it for myself, but this is one of the Color Shine lipsticks in the shade Varnished Rose. It's a really nice, like, everyday pink color. I definitely have a theme going on right now as far as lip colors. But this is really nice, super easy to apply and wear, and it's just a really easy, comfortable formula. So I'm going to use that. And then I also have an e.l.f. lipstick I'm going to use. This is newer. It's one of their Seriously Satin lipsticks. It's in the shade Nectar. When I first got it, I was kind of hoping that it would be a little bit more of like a pink-ish color. I'm actually wearing this today with a lip gloss on top, but it is definitely more orangey on me than I thought it was going to be. I was hoping for more of like a pink color, but I've been kind of finding a way to use it, so I'm going to keep that around. And this is a product I actually just picked up. It's from Honest Beauty, and I don't even know what this thing is called. I don't even think it says on here. Oh, Tinted Lip Balm. It's in the shade Lychee Fruit. This is like my dream product that I have been looking for forever. Like, I always pick up these like tinted lip balms or something that I hope are going to be like this. This is the most perfect, like, everyday lip color. I've only had it for a few days, but I can already tell it is going to be a favorite. And then I'm going to add 2 lip glosses into the rotation. The first one is from Dominique Cosmetics. This is one of her Lemonade lip glosses. This one's in the shade Peach Tea. And this has been a favorite for a while. I just haven't used it. And so I'm going to bring this one in, as well as my FentyBalm.com, or what? That's a Glossier thing. It's a gloss balm in the shade Fenty Glow, which is just like the original color, but I haven't used this in a while, and it's one of my favorites, so I've been dying to use it recently. So I'm going to use that, and then that is going to complete the makeup I am using for this Shop My Stash. All right, so that was my Shop My Stash for this little section. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna hope I do it again faster. But I really need to do these more often. I've been trying to do it more than once a month. Maybe not like twice a month, but maybe like every 3 weeks would be a good time frame. And so here's to hoping. But thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would love to have you around. And until next time, bye guys.